In just under 10 minutes Newsnight, first a taste of some of the autumnal programmes coming up on BBC2.
There's a new season of drama on BBC2. In Ben Elton's Stark, a sinister conspiracy threatens the world with total toxic overload. Only one man can save the planet.
Why are we painting dead fish on the road?
It's a tribute CD.
These pictures were taken a week ago. You will notice that they are rather more disturbing than the images which the public were allowed to see.
Okay, activist. $5 says you can't get it back into his holster.
We do indeed need uranium.
Sorry.
I was distracted. In a few months, Mr. Tyrone, everything will be history.
Let's make a run for it.
Good idea. Although I fear the sound of my trousers filling up may attract attention.
The Stark conspiracy is going to inherit the Earth. Total toxic overload. The Earth is no longer able to cleanse itself.
Time's come to fight back. Of course it has.
Go now. Board your designated craft.
Come on, mate, get up. We gotta save the world. On a camel?
Hanif Kureishi's Buddha of Suburbia is a story of growing up in 1970s Bromley, midlife crises, do-it-yourself Buddhism and extramarital affairs.
Where are you from?
I've seen what a caper your dad's been leading. He's been impersonating a Buddhist.
He is a Buddhist.
And carrying on with that mad woman Eva Kay. Your mum can't take no more. It's your job to stop the rot right now. Couldn't you have looked after him?
It's not my fault, mine.
If you do that, nothing will be said. God's honour.
Except at Christmas.
Wild Palms takes a mind-bending journey into the future, where human breeding programs, ruthless ambition and drug-enhanced holographic television combine as an opiate for the masses.
So this is how it begins.
Harry, do you know what the rhino is? It's all that's left of the unicorn.
Is this real?
Or is it Mimicom?
Who did that to you?
Church of the Fathers.
You son of a bitch!
Senator wants to be immortal.
You leave that little boy alone! Don't insult me by pretending you don't know what's happening.
The rhino's key, Harry. We all saw the rhino.
Not everyone sees the rhino.
Wake up, Harry. You're having a very important nightmare.
I'm not here, children. I'm a synthetic hologram. Talking to you.
In compelling new documentary series, BBC2 travels the world to reveal very different lives. In Blood and Belonging, Michael Ignatieff tackles perhaps the single most important issue of our times, the rise of nationalism.
There's a deep historical connection between genocide and nationalism. If you belong to a people who've been incinerated or gassed, you tend to draw one inescapable conclusion: that you'll never be safe, you'll never be secure, unless you have a nation-state of your own. As with the Jews, so with the Kurds. Only a nation-state will do.
The series journeys from Croatia to Serbia and Kurdistan, the Ukraine, Germany, Quebec and Northern Ireland to find a common truth in the collective rubble.
There's a kind of insane logic to this. I can't share this with you, so we will both destroy it together. That's what you're looking at.
Locomotion is the story of how the railways made the modern world. In 6 episodes, the series charts their development from the earliest pioneers to the streamlined giants.
The great push in American railways came in the 1860s, just after the Civil War. A railway crossing the entire country was finished in just 4 years.
It was a beautiful creature. It was this great silver snake with lights that went wow, 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 and this wonderful new kind of a horn. Not the old toot-toot of the steam engine, but here this wailing, honking thing that told you to better get out of the way.
Celebrity Mantelpiece uncovers some dark secrets above the fireplaces of Kingsley Amis, Terence Conran, Josie Lawrence, Enoch Powell, Gilbert and George, and Cynthia Payne.
The story of the actual mantel shelf itself is that I used to give all my sex parties in a little terraced house up the road, and they had a lovely fireplace there. And when we moved from the little house to the big house, I said to my boyfriend at the time, we must take that fireplace with us. So we hacked it out and we brought it here, and that is the story of the mantel shelf.
New to BBC Two in a season of comedy, Bob Mortimer and Vic Reeves in The Smell of Reeves and Mortimer.
Oh, this is ridiculous! Having a fight on the first day, I can't believe it! No, this is ridiculous!
And from the Mary Whitehouse experience, Newman and Baddiel in pieces.
The collapse of the extended family meant that for literally thousands of women, the only way of supporting themselves was to turn to prostitution. There are several accounts of this, but perhaps the most harrowing is My Life as a Prostitute, a first-person account by a woman who, being very ugly and suffering from scrofula, could not charge very much for her services, and so was compelled, alas, to perform all sorts of degrading sexual acts with over 100,000 men. That's My Life as a Prostitute by your mum.
The new season on BBC Two.
Now on BBC Two, Peter Snow presents this Friday evening.